Okay. I am super late getting started. Sorry about that. Alright, so we just finished the battle for Last Light, essentially, where former Harper Marcus comes and tries to kidnap Isabel. And now we've got some dialogue waiting.
Isabel, are you all right? I'm fine. But they discovered
we're in more danger than I knew. Why does... As now that we have you. No.
Alright, so the one thing we want to do is we'll get the parasite off of Marcus. He's got a couple items as well. That's super nice. Now, I could spend a short rest here. I'm just taking a look at what I want to try to accomplish today. And I feel reluctant to do a short rest at this time. I think I already brought Astarion over here, so yeah. Nobody's going to see the loose board. Okay, so you get this buff, Blessing of Selûne, which is super handy, because then you don't have to hold a torch the whole time in order to avoid the Shadow Curse. However, there are even darker areas out there. So we need a better. We need something better. So as we leave the town, we're going to be accosted by Harper Manus.
You mean to reach Moonrise, and I have orders to help you. The path
I'm sorry, Harper Branthos. My mistake.
Yet the occultist convoy crosses the land as we speak.
All right, so
Harper's with me.
the scripting is going to pull you directly into this Drider ambush fight. And that's a good thing. Doing this fight will get you the opportunity to interact with a pixie who can give you the ability to go anywhere in the Shadow Curse and never think about the Shadow Curse again. That's exactly what we want. We want to go wherever we want within the Shadow Curse, and we want to never ever think about the Shadow Curse again. So we want to do this fight. This is a good fight to do. Okay, so I gotta leave one person on the first floor, you know, sort of just because. And then we gotta wait for the Harpers to climb the ladder. Big deal. We'll put Karlak up here. And I think we'll put Astarion up there too. He's kind of a pansy. I'm not going to keep Astarion through all of Act 2, but I am going to keep him, you know, for now. I'm not going to worry about healing everybody up at this time. Just, maybe just Furin. So we get this cinematic. And I just say, you know, signal to attack because I don't want to get a surprise round, basically. Now, this dude, usually he has such high initiative that he gets to go first. I have higher initiative. And I'm a fan of that big time. So, the first thing I'm going to do is fight him. There we go. So, now this hammer, it does not have a thrown property, and that's why it's doing basically nothing in these fights. So switching to it was bad in that sense. I don't really have anything else to switch to at this time, so we just kind of have to live with it. That's wild. Cannot reach destination. Interesting. Maybe there's some glitch with the way I'm standing. There we go. Can't stand up there, I guess. So 8 damage. That's a load of nothing. That's super disappointing. It'll get better. We'll make it better. But for now, pretty weak sauce. Now we're gonna go to Karlak here, and basically there was no reason for her to hide. She just needs to join. She won't get to fight for a while. That's okay. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna let's completely change our strategy on the fly. I want to put him in combat. Okay. Well, I'm all done now. They're going to throw a bunch of bombs and fire and stuff up here. I don't really want to deal with that. So I'm going to peace out. Maybe go just over here. I don't want to be next to them either. Make them work for it a little bit. I've had much better starts to this fight, but it is what it is. I kind of goofed up. Okay, so this guy, every time he attacks, he's going to put Sanctuary on himself. Now, there's a couple ways you can deal with this. One is to just wait it out. One is to use... I didn't want to do that. That's okay. Use AoE, which is what I'm currently doing. And then one is, you can walk up next to him and walk away. He will always opportunity attack and take Sanctuary off because of it. I'm not really going to worry about that right now. Let me see, who is this? So we're not going to worry about him. Him, maybe. Him. This guy, he could take a turn or whatever. He's got a dog. Actually, I might worry about him just because of the... Oh. Well, that sucked. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. He's not going to have more. So, I'm not going to worry about him too much. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Elemental Cleaver, very important to do. So really it's between killing him and killing him. He was the one I wasn't going to kill, but he put a warg on the battlefield, so figured it was worth it. Another firebomb coming in. There, that takes his Sanctuary off. The Harpers drop pretty quick, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you can first round take out these ads, then the Harpers might actually survive, but normally speaking, they're dead pretty fast in this fight. I would also recommend, just generally speaking, you want to take out, like, you want to take out the Harpers. I'm sorry, you want to take out the ads. Now, this guy doesn't have Sanctuary on, so having said that, I'm gonna immediately contradict myself and attack him. You really need to take every opportunity that you have to attack this guy. He hits pretty hard. He just took Astarion out in one shot. That's no good. And then the other thing is, I guess he doesn't have to wait around. That's weird. Normally you get a debuff where you can't put Sanctuary back on yourself. But that guy, he's fine. Alright, we're just gonna hope Furin's armor is good enough that I can face tank this guy. I'm gonna spend a bonus action to drink on Karlach, and we're gonna go ahead and just let Astarion die. Just don't even care. Alright. Did one of those goblins go down? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're gonna have to spend all of our throws on this guy. Okay, looks like he's got some kind of reaction. That was very painful. Karlach has 2 health left. I don't like that at all. Oh, she's gonna die. Wow. I didn't know he had that reaction. That's a new one on me. Let's see, what's it called? Fanatic Retaliation. When an enemy kills a Spindleweb Fanatic, Karnus will immediately retaliate. Okay. Well, I guess that's more of a case to take Karnus down first. I have to spend my throw. Otherwise, she's gonna die immediately when her turn starts. Okay, so I'm gonna get Spindleweb Retaliation if I take him out. It seemed like that was a lot of damage. Okay. He hit with both. I'm not such a fan of that. Trying to think of like what do I do at this point, because things are horrible. Like things have gone completely wrong. They've dealt all of my health and damage, and things are looking grim. I guess we let the Harpers take him out. I just don't have that many health potions, but we're just gonna kind of roll with it. She might actually be fine because of I think she has resistance to fire because she's Karlach.
Over there.
Oh, that's gonna tempt them. I've not taken or dealt damage though. Well, that's gonna suck. Well, he's out. I kind of think like it's got to be the same though. And force him to attack. And hope that he misses. Yes, thank you. Very good. Oh, because he missed. Well, dang it. That's just obnoxious. That's just incredibly obnoxious. How many legendary reactions does he get? Okay, so it goes away after the 1. And he currently has the Sanctuary blocked. Oh, yeah, he's vulnerable now. But his legendary action is gone, and this is my only chance. I can't kill that guy, though. I can't deal enough damage. So I'm just going to have to put my damage into you. That's just how it is. Maybe if I charm you. I'm not gonna charm you. He goes back into Sanctuary. Nice. Nice hit. Okay, so he only gets to do it once. These guys are too dangerous, so we're just gonna take the damage. I can deal with him, but I cannot deal with him and all the other damage. It's too much. Now, I might have been out of his range for that one, but there's no way I kill this guy this round, so it's fine. I can't get down there either. So we use our bonus action to drink, because we're probably definitely gonna die. Like with only 2 people, it's different the way that everything works out. Okay. Now I'm hurting. He's got Sanctuary. So I think we're just gonna hop out so that we can heal up. And try again, I guess. Maybe we'll make them bleed a little bit. That'll be fine. And then I'm gonna go over here. So it's not easy for them to, like, beat on me. 'Cause I really can't take a hit right now. Maybe we can get rid of Betty. He's got rage, so everything is halved. So I can't get rid of him. The only way to go down is to jump. I wish I could kick him, but I can't. Maybe she can get rid of him. Okay. Sanctuary's still blocked. So we're gonna have to provoke. Didn't work. Oh wait, it did work. Okay, that's weird. He's a monstrosity, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not doing a ton to him, but it's kind of what I have to do. Now, I can run away from this guy, right? Like, I don't have any bonus actions, sadly. I already used that. I can move away. I'm not sure that helps me. I'll do it anyway. Oh yeah, it helps me. Forces him to take 10 damage. There we go. You take it. Oh, he is. He's too far away. Okay. So, you can be far enough away that he cannot use his legendary action on you. That's great news. Okay. Well, things are looking up now. I'm still gonna, wasteful as it is, down that last one. Because Furin's power level has been significantly reduced by this silly,
Lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting
silly warhammer that I got.
Farewell until we next meet.
You notice these fake.
Oh, please. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurt. Fine, give me a good turn.
So what you want to do is just
What do I owe?
straight up release the pixie. Like, don't even mess around.
Sure I can. But when sure. Protection.
And then she gives you this little bell. And she gives you a new buff, Pixie Blessing. The Shadow Curse just can't affect you at all.
Big mean mouth.
So it's superior to Saluna however you want to say it. It's superior to her blessing in any case. Okay, not the best, but not the worst. We burned through all of my healing potions, essentially. And Astarion died. And, I mean, I still need him, so... We're gonna go ahead and resurrect him. And, well, I guess we'll take a short rest. Get him back on his feet. Yeah, we need him for a little while yet. Not forever, just for a little while. Okay, this has the throne property, so we're going to go ahead and switch back to a throne weapon. It was okay. It was research. Always good to do your research. Bunch of rotten food. Nobody wants that. You and come loot these bodies since you're already up here. Still kind of in desperate need of money. The way the game works, you're basically going to be in desperate need of money the entire game, all the way up to Act 3, at which point you will get all the gear you want. You'll be done acquiring new gear, and then money becomes meaningless. And so then in Act 3, you'll find that you just have a ton of money and nothing to do with it. Which, by the way, I think this is fine. Pretty good game design. I am silenced. I think that's some kind of glitch. I don't think I'm actually silenced. Let's go ahead and clean this up a bit. So if you're playing like a straight warlock, like particularly if you're a hexblade, you know, and you're running around bopping things, and you're not doing a Shadowblade build, which I would imagine most hexblades would probably lean into doing a Shadowblade build just because the damage is so much higher. But say you're not, the Chargebound Warhammer is pretty much the best item you can have at this point in the game, unless you cheesed what's his face, Kithrak, and got him to drop his sword. If you did that, that sword is better than this. However, if you're going to cheese, you're probably going to use a Shadow Blade anyway, so then you don't care about the sword. So this is a good weapon for a Warlock or an Eldritch Knight in any case. It's not necessarily the best in every circumstance, but I've done many playthroughs with it, and it's good. It's a good one. Nice one to start it off with. Try again. Add a free bonus, sure. A extra 51 gold, did I? Oh, I never unlocked this one. Okay, there's a few different directions you can go from here. I generally think about... I have notes here. Oh, okay, so I skipped something I should have done. So that's frustrating, but generally, I just want to take care of what the stuff that's in this area to do. A little bit of an XP there. I think there's a buried chest over here. Oh, not a buried one, but just a chest. Couple arrows in it, whatever.
The
Extra
dead of
money.
the Emerald Enclave. They lay here ever since the war against Ketheric.
I'm just gonna double check. I don't remember if there's a buried chest. I think there isn't. Yeah, nothing up here. That's okay. I don't know where all the buried chests are, I think, but I know where a lot of them are in any case. So basically you just jump up here to get that chest. It's a random loot chest, so it'll be different every time. A couple arrows in it this time. Alright, so we'll group up. And we'll head this way. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do Oliver, and then I'm going to go face the Shadow Dogs. And then after the Shadow Dogs, I am going to... No. I'm going to do Oliver, and then I'm going to go face the Vine Blights. There we go. And then after the Vine Blights, then the Shadow Dogs. Send that to camp, that's fine. And after the Shadow Dogs, the Measles. And then after... no, we need to do all of this before we take a long rest. So, if things go bad like they just did, burning one of my short rests and pretty much all of my health potions, then we might have to skip some parts. We're going to have to come back to them. If you are with Shadowheart, there's a Night Orchid here. There's only 2 Night Orchids that I'm aware of in the Shadow Curse lands. This is always the one that I get close to first, so that's usually the one that I give her. There's a little interaction you can do. Give her a Night Orchid to win more of her approval. So that's usually the spot I would do that. There's no real point in sneaking up to Oliver's house. He sees you no matter what you do, so...
All I wanted was to play.
And he's not lying. He just wants to play. So the dialogue will automatically trip here. Now you can explore who Oliver is through the dialogue. It's going to be based on whether or not you succeed checks. So
I'm Oliver. I'm 7. All right.
I'm just going to go straight to playing with him. We're going to play hide and seek. So he's going to run off. That's fine. I would like to, before I look for him, open this chest. Nothing in here that I've really ever used. Ring of Mental Inhibition. I have seen people create builds where they use it. I think it can be powerful. Maybe we'll take a second look at it. So I found him. He gets angry. Don't insult him. It's better to just placate him, so we'll just play again.
You're smarter than some playmate. Try to find...
Okay, so now this one, it doesn't... so now, at this point, it actually doesn't matter if you find him or not. Unless they've added something in. It accomplishes nothing. So I'm just going to jump straight into combat on this one. Now, I like to be higher than my enemy when I'm going into combat. Come on, I bound that. Okay. It's fine. No big deal. So the game, again, is a little glitchy surrounding these kind of interactions. Look at that. My hiding was successful. Okay. No big deal. I'll just pass this back over to him. It's his bound weapon. So now we're officially in combat. It has denied me my second attack. Weird, right? Whatever. I'm gonna get my axe back in my hand, so throw it again. Comes back to my hand now. And I don't have to spend an action equipping it. Another powerful aspect of the thrown weapon build. I believe that's it. Nope. Okay, there, came back. Now, it seems to think I can do this again, and I'm not going to argue. Happy to. Oh, because of Action Surge. Yeah, Action Surge gives you your extra attack. Elixir of Bloodlust does not. Okay, but I don't want to end my turn because neither Astarion or Karlach is in combat. So for Karlach, what I would like to do, and again, I cannot just throw because it will break the returning pikes returning, basically. So I got to get in combat first. And I'm going to rage. Now, what Mummy does is she puts you to sleep. So if there's nobody near you to wake you up, then you end up just sitting the fight out. So I don't know if she's going to do that to me or not, but I'm going to try to put as much damage in as I can right off the bat. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll run over here. Maybe she can't see me. Probably she can. I can end her turn. And then I think I'll just open big and by using a cantrip. There we go. And he will succeed the saving throw. So there she goes. Karlach is now asleep. Nothing you can really do about that. I gotta like throw something at her to wake her up. But why bother? I can't bite him. He's not a human. So I don't know. What do I got? I got a bunch of spell slots. I'm just gonna heal myself. Call that good. Put myself out of harm's way real quick. And maybe Furin can... There we go. One shot. Get my axe back. Now, I cannot help her. Okay? That takes a full action. Can't use an extra attack to do something that takes a full action. So, I'll just keep hurting her. Wait for my axe to come back. And that's the turn. I didn't get Bloodlust off of that, which is a bummer. But not entirely unexpected. The Elixir of Bloodlust is pretty buggy. Hey, it worked. Good enough. Oh yeah, it's always better to throw. I always forget that. I'm always like, oh, he's next to me. I should, I should just hit him. But even with Booming Blade, it's not really worth it. So now, good old Oliver's gonna make fun of us because he won. Because there's no way for him not to win. And that's fine.
Let's get going.
He's just a kid. He's just a kid. He plays by kid rules. That's fine.
You did better than most.
And he gives us a little prize for losing, so it's not the worst thing. I'm gonna try the Vine Blights. I'm gonna try to do it like from range. If you're able to kill them before they get to you, they're not really a threat. They need to be in melee range to do anything to you. If they do get to you, though, they tend to dump a lot of damage into you. So I'm gonna risk it. We'll see what we can get done here. We've got about 25 minutes left. Plenty of time. Tons of time. So much time. Okay. I'm just going to all of these like buried chests and things for the money. If they fail a saving throw against one of your spells or actions. Okay, that actually is... But it's just mental fatigue. And what, you say, is mental fatigue? They get a -1 penalty to wisdom, intelligence, and charisma saving throws. Now, I don't know if it's cumulative. Like, if they have 3 turns of mental fatigue, then for every turn remaining means they have a -3 penalty to those saving throws. Or if it's just saying they get a -1 penalty for all of the turns that are remaining, for that number of turns. And then it does have a damage rider on it, but only if it fails a throw, and only if it has 5 or more turns remaining. Those are some pretty heavy conditions, but I can see why people would incorporate it into their build. I could see how that could get pretty powerful. Like if you have some kind of damage rider or something that's forcing the enemy to constantly make saving throws, then especially with a character who attacks multiple times per turn, you could be building up a lot of mental inhibition every turn. So under that theory, then it'd be pretty good. Okay, so the trick here is that the last time I threw my axe, it didn't come back to me. I didn't like that at all. So, but if we play the fight fairly, then, I mean, we don't really get a huge benefit for a surprise round, right? I could throw something else that I don't care about coming back to me. Let's do that. And they didn't see me. So they're just gonna heal it all back. Well, he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Okay, well that was actually a pretty productive surprise round. I'm not gonna lie. I like that a lot. So working up here.
My turn.
It is your turn. You are out of rage, though. That is sad. So I lose my nifty
Got it.
giant barbarian added thunder damage. But because I have the returning pike, I can still throw. So everything's still good.
Aye, aye.
And then you don't want to stand anywhere where they can like target you. Be a mistake. Okay, and what do you got? I would like them all together right here. I think that would be good for me. I don't want to get constricted though, so yeah, everybody run out. Run out and gather, please. So that I can throw spears at you. Can't be constricted. These guys are not going to run out, though. They're just going to hang out. And this guy's... So 72 damage, that's... Or 72 health, that's a lot. A lot of health. How far is he going to get? Okay. Not too bad. Okay. I got to move Astarion out of the way.
Blood comes easy these days.
Okay, so I really only want to go to here, and I hope I can throw my axe. I can. Fantastic. Nice. Ooh. Knocked him down even. Okay, so he's toast. Good work. So, oh, and I gained an... Oh, shoot. I gained an action. Well, aren't I stupid? I gained an action, but I went ahead and I put myself in a terrible position. That's not really great. I don't think we're in so much danger that we gotta do that. Do I have like a magic missile or something? I could do another sphere. But I'm kind of... So now he could constrict me. I'm in line of sight. So it's okay. That was probably better to do than trying to throw anyway. Can't really hit him with Sacred Flame. That was pretty lame, but whatever. Can I get out there now? No. And now Karlak can't get into position. That kind of sucks, but you know what? We're gonna live with it. She can't be in this doorway because her path is interrupted. Because, you know,
Good idea, Karlak.
that's just how it is. I want to get rid of this guy first because his whole thing is to just run up next to me, and then when he dies, boof, he explodes like that. And by exploding like that, he deals way more damage than he ever would. Plus, he has a ranged attack that blinds you. Kind of sucks. So, that's what we want to do there. We'll just bring this guy down here. He's too far away. This guy's gonna run away. Got him. And I'm immune to your vines. Haha. Okay. So, probably have to do the same. Probably have to walk out here. Like, I think I have to be a little bit away from the wall. And now I can throw.
Should get started.
Look at that. 26 damage. Knocked him away from the flaming aura. That's not ideal, but 26 damage is pretty great. Let me see. 19, 24 on the second hit. Pretty great again. Try to get Furin out of the way here.
Death's cold grip.
Okay. Can't reach him with that, but you can with that. Whole lot of nothing. Yeah, you weren't really supposed to be here anyway. Alright. Let's see if I can get him.
Go on.
Bop. He's dead. Okay. Ooh, he's in range. Very nice. Bop. Look at that. Because of the distance traveled, 25 damage. That's pretty great. And then just... We're down to just one. So that's not too shabby. Can I get to him? No. Can't really get to him. Doesn't have a lot of health left. 2. He's gonna go down immediately. This guy's just running away. Pansy. Okay. So that means everybody's gonna have to come out here. Risk getting entangled by these vines. Okay, bow. Can't reach him. I could dash. Not necessarily a bad idea. This kind of puts me in harm's way, though. We're gonna go with it. I don't really want to get constricted, but this seems like probably the best use of what I've got. My action economy. So the enemy's smart enough that, like, when I'm got this superior high ground that they can't really do anything about, he's just kind of hiding. Keeping me in combat, but just kind of hiding. So we'll let that happen. Still gonna beat him up if I can. Okay, he's constricting my flaming spheres. I'm okay with that. See if I can get to where I can throw. Okay, so I'm not getting all this height advantage and extra damage and stuff, but at least I can damage him. So that's 15 damage is not super great. Path is interrupted. What? There we go. Got him. Okay. So we did that mostly for the experience. Got to take out 2 of the needle blights before the fight even started. There is a treasure chest with Frost Prince necklace in it. I like to collect the materials off of the vine blights. And then there's a hidden chest up here. Careful when you're walking around their corpses, because you can get entangled, and sometimes when you get entangled you take necrotic damage, which is not great. Alright, so that's that. That's the northern vine blights. So I think they kind of exist because if you take the evil route and you come into the Shadowlands through the mountain pass, because Minthara told you to, you end up at this, and then, you know, like, you meet up with the Drider and follow him. It kind of cinematics you to that camp there. Or maybe you walk with them. I don't remember. I only did it once. I don't remember it too clearly. And they also might have changed it. I don't know. But barring that, like, if you don't do that, then you might never see those vine blights. Again, I just do it for the experience is mainly the thing, but we are super low on money right now. We only have 5,000 gold, and we have way more than 5,000 gold worth of stuff that we want to buy. So we're gonna end up getting to the merchant, and then we're gonna have to figure out a way to get the money to buy things off of them. Now, another approach you could take is you can say, okay, well, I want stuff off of the merchant, but I can't afford it, so I'll just kill them and loot it off of their dead body, and that can work. However, the limitation there... Ooh, I have a question. Did I keep any of the... There are those orbs that pull all the enemies in. I don't think I did. I can't use Sleet Storm because I need it. They have a shadow step, so like making them go prone doesn't really accomplish much of anything. Looks like we're just gonna have to gut this one out. Okay. We'll waste an Orthon bomb, that's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank goodness. Thought it was gonna deny me the fight. Like that. I'm in combat, so it should easily come back into my hand. And maybe I'll go up here for vertical superiority. And you guys just gotta wait around. That sucks. super sucks. Ooh, I like that. So they're gonna do something called Garrote. And what Garrote does is it restrains you. Just gives you disadvantage. Oh, and it silences you. So you can't move, and you're silenced, and you have disadvantage. So it's kind of obnoxious, right? Now, the nice thing about a throne build is having disadvantage doesn't necessarily affect you hugely. Can't move, right? So that sucks. But I can still deal damage. So this, ooh, doesn't matter if I'm silenced. Nice. Love that. And, oh good, I can heal off of him too. Thank you. Give him his own disadvantage. Okay. Can't pick that guy up, unfortunately. What I would love to do is get rid of that guy. Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Now what I would super love to do is for this shove to work. And it did. Fantastic. Now I have height superiority. 28 damage. Hello. 31 damage from the fall. 28 damage. Ooh. 27 damage. Those are some good hits. That was very productive. Very productive. Okay. So these guys are hurting a little bit, but we're doing okay. She's still garroted. That sucks. 16. 13. Not the best. She got her thing back. Didn't get him. I can do this again. I absolutely will. Take that 20 damage there. And then, gonna have to burn another healing potion. She can't rage because I'm out of rage charges. So generally I like to end the day here, but I got a couple fights I want to do. This one and one other. 26 damage. Very nice. $29 damage because of crushing. That's what it is. That's the height advantage right there. Okay. No, do not jump up here. Okay. Idiot. It's fine. Okay, the measles, they don't have a bunch on them. I just like to clear this area because I like to run through. I can't take a long rest. Here's the deal. I cannot take a long rest. Oh, I think I can just open this. Alright, there's a luminous gloves. And so if you're doing a radiating orb build, these are pretty nice. Let's see here. Hellrider's Pride. If your guy's a healer, Hellrider's Pride, definitely the way to go. Hellrider's Pride, whole game. It is absolutely ludicrous to get Blade Ward after being healed. So strong. I'm only going to heal her about halfway because I have no healing potions. We are in a bad way for healing potions. I'm going to keep the gloves for, just in case I got to, build a new character or something. I want to note something here. This is not a thrown weapon. So if she has rage and can do elemental cleaver, then it would be good for her to have the doom hammer, because the elemental cleaver turns it into a thrown weapon.
What to do?
No, jump down. Jeez.
With haste.
Of course she jumps back up. It's not a big deal. It's just obnoxious. It's a big deal if the jumping, like, causes damage. And then, so this is the Shadow Dog fight. We're gonna try to do it without a short rest. That's why we burned those health potions.
Delicious.
You gotta take out the standing torches, and then the dogs will come in. And again, I have no... So, interestingly, the caustic band, if you throw a weapon, it doesn't work. Unless it's a thrown weapon that you're throwing. Just a interesting little tidbit I didn't know until I started this run. Okay, health-wise. Try to get this guy down. 18. You see how insulting that is? So rude. So here's the thing. I did 18 damage, and if I miss the next throw, then he survives. This is guaranteed to do 1 damage, so there we go. I think I used up all my divinity already. When they bite you, they have a chance to knock you down. Like that. Used up all of my divinity. Because I got knocked down, I lost my action. Isn't that fantastic? So, just gonna give myself Blade Ward. So that's how Shadow Dogs work. If they succeed on knocking you down, like if every one of your party members gets knocked down, then you lose your ability to attack on your turn. So that puts you in a pretty bad way. Love the thrown weapon attack, except 12 damage. Come on. What are you, weak? I mean, I didn't do a strength elixir, so I guess... See? Miss. I feel like the game, like, is programmed to give you misses sometimes. But, whatever. Wait, why don't you have... Well, it's your turn now, so of course you don't have... Always good to do radiant damage when you have luminous armor, because then you can put radiant orb on basically everything around you. Everything around your target. Sorry, not around you. You're more important, so we'll give you Blade Ward. And I guess we'll just die. That's fine. I can die. No big deal. Woo! 29 damage. Look at that. That powerful throw. Just right in the face. Alright. I am out of time, but we can finish this up. We're not going to go to a long rest, like I said, because I was going to show you 24. Nice. Fight's over. Give me my axe back. Well, heck, we'll press forward. We'll press forward, and I will tell you. Roland is alive, and we met up with him in Last Light Inn, and we talked about the fact that his brother and sister were left behind when everybody fled, when they got ambushed, trying to traverse the Shadowlands. That's the narrative story. And so he was in the Last Light Inn, trying to drink himself into a stupor and trying to not be sad about how his brother and sister are probably dead. And then we talk to him and say, oh, well, then I guess it's our responsibility to go rescue them. And so the outcome of that, what's scripted in the game, is that he says, well, it's not your responsibility, it's mine. And, you know, Roland's very angry. And as the game goes on, you find out more and more why. So he always snaps back in an angry way. But after saying that to you, apparently the implication is that he has like a come to Jesus moment where he's like, oh yeah, it is my responsibility to do something about this. And so while we're out, you know, ambushing the Drider and helping the Harpers, Roland decides, well, I'm gonna go try to save my brother and sister. So that's what we're gonna stumble upon here. And so the way that plays out mechanically is you could stumble on Roland out trying to find his way into Moonrise Towers. And if you do that, you could save him. He's trapped by shadows. Shadows are attacking him out here there's 2 shadow curse ravens that he's already killed. Well, actually, there was a shadow that he defeated, 2 shadows that he defeated, and then 3 shadow cursed ravens that he defeated. So he's no slouch when it comes to damage, but he's kind of like he's getting backed into this deepened shadow curse, which is gonna really kill him quickly. It just does passive damage. Like if we go and get in the shadow curse, it would do passive damage to us if we didn't have the pixie blessing. So the shadows are kind of driving him that way, and there's 2 shadows remaining, which he does not have the means of defeating. And the reason why I know that is because if you do nothing, if you don't find him in the shadows after you leave the camp to do the Drider ambush, so after doing the Drider ambush, if you then do not find Roland in the shadows and help him, he's dead. His part in the story ends there. And you can see they're really gonna beat him up. So I'm trying to do my best to take him out quick. I'd like to get rid of 1, 2, there we go, lessen the damage that Roland's gonna receive. I'm gonna take the 9 hit point damage because this is basically it before I rest. So that's Roland's situation. So I did that whole set of fights, which any one of those I could have skipped. What were they again? Oliver, the Vine Blights, the Measles, and the Shadow Dogs. I could have skipped any one of those. But I did all of those, and I didn't want to use up my short rests because I knew that I absolutely had to do this fight before taking a long rest.
I can do nothing right. Not a dump. Yes.
He was outmatched, but I mean, if you look at the battlefield, like he's not a bad wizard. You've only seen him do like, you know, prestidigitation and, you know, talk all big and bad.
At least dead.
I mean, he's actually pretty capable.
I failed.
But he's too busy beating up on himself, and there's a reason why he's so busy beating up on himself. His mentor is not good to him. Okay, so at this point, like, I'm over time. I need to get on to my other tasks for the day. As much as I'd like to spend, you know, maybe another hour or 2 running through this. That's more of like a Beckley thing. I'm not going to do that for Fearin. I'm trying to keep it to an hour. So we are. We could take a long rest. We're out of short rests here. I think it would be nice to face Garangoth Thorm before we do that. And also, I skipped a section where you face the mean locks under Last Light. The reason I skipped that is because I forgot about it. But I might just skip it, period. Mean locks cause fear. I don't have any way right now of preventing myself from getting afraid. I don't know. I might have a cast of heroism. I don't think so. I think that's a paladin thing. Heroism. Yeah, I don't think clerics have heroism. Maybe a specific subclass of clerics does, but and you know, you don't get Hero's Feast until super late in the game. So, and then I don't think the elixirs of heroism, I don't think that they provide fear immunity. I think they give you temporary hit points. Okay, well, let's make one. Apparently it's not going to tell me what it does. Okay, so gain 10 temporary hit points and become blessed. That's it. It doesn't, the elixir version of heroism doesn't give you fear immunity. So all of that to say, I don't really have any way to counteract the fear that the mean locks are going to do. And this, that's not too bad. This is an honor mode run. She's not going to use a shield ever. Okay. So this is an honor road run, which means if I screw up on the mean locks, then they could just kill me, and that would end the run. Which maybe that's okay, but as of right now, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with just skipping them and moving forward. But we'll see. So, I think that's it. Until next time.